Leadership is about taking responsibility more than anything else. It's about taking responsibility for yourself as an individual, and it extends to the responsibility we undertake in the roles that we perform. And therefore, I would like, as my first thought for all of you, is really to say that let's not use the word leader and leadership interchangeably, because very often we tend to say that just because my designation happens to be a CEO or a president or a vice president or a prime minister, that we are leaders. Frankly, confusing a position and a designation with being a leader is one of the things that I want to talk about not doing. And the reason I say this is that I have learned that leadership is about behavior. Leadership is about what we do, not what we say. As a wise person said once, that your actions speak so loudly, I cannot hear your words. And I think that's, for me, the first tenet of leadership. And that is, what is my behavior? Because that behavior is then open for everybody to see. People can determine, is this someone whose leadership style is credible and reliable, or is this someone who says a lot but then doesn't do very much or does exactly the opposite of what he or she is saying? So let's start off with the premise that leadership is about what we do. It is therefore a verb, not to be confused with a title or an entitlement or anything like that. Once you accept that premise of leadership, then it does not matter what your role in any organization is, whether it is a company, an academic institution, an NGO, the government, or anything else. What we are then saying is that at any level in the organization, starting from when we start life as management trainees or IT trainees or engineer trainees or whatever it is, we display qualities of leadership. And let us not forget that when we go through school and college or institutes of higher learning, we all assume roles of leadership. We are captains of a sports team, we lead the dramatic society, some people stand for elections in their college, and so on and so forth. Those are all leadership traits and characteristics. So we don't have to wait till we've got a fancy title of a vice president or a general manager or whatever, and then say, oh, by the way, now I am a leader. Leader and leadership is what you do every day of your life.